play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
16 at the 19-yard line.
Now a carry for Sanders. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Shotgun now for Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st down, Philadelphia.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz going to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
By the Eagles.
So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Wentz's pass.
Marquise Goodwin, 41 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Wentz now on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Gibson on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On 2nd down, Love. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
Third down, here's Haskins. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. And he's finally taken. Down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Nothing.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Trying the toss play to Love. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. It's been struggling a little bit.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Love. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Okay, double up.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. In and able to bring it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
At the 33-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
Gibson on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 46 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Gonna look deep for, and this is caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz, and the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
The score, Eagles 28, Washington 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
1st and 10.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And that is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From midfield, here's Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Coming to you.
Wentz now to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? It'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. It's hauled in here by Edmonds. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
At the throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
57.
They'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback...
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Jake Elliott on for the point.
We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone.
Antonio Gibson on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for
another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Play action. Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Now Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, here's Love. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Now Haskins to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
Ball carrier.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. This is brought in by Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
This is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Jeffrey, incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
5 yards. First down, Eagles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Complete.
Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
The kick is good.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mike. 53, Mike.
Throwing again. Haskins. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Love. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Mills on the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Watch the whip.
On play action, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Is good.
And his kick is good.
The score, Eagles 42.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Out of bounds at the 30.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Wentz's pass.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Caught. It's Dontrell Inman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Haskins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Haskins eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Mike, 53.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
A turnover on downs.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. 7 yards to pick up there.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Today's final score, Eagles 42,